Hey, morning. Today is April 17th, 2026. Michelle is here. So I wanted to come on through and just share some things with you, and I want you to contemplate this and just figure out what it means to you. So I told you about the tentacles, and the tentacles are they are overshadowed by religion. Okay? Religion is the hierarchical structure, meaning they're the ones that call the shots. Sometimes, in most cases, the tentacles are religion, politics, law enforcement, the media, the financial industry, and more. The most important part is the military. And the reason why the military is important is because they're the ones that cause the destruction based when they are commanded to do so. Okay? Most of them just do what they're told and they're obedient. Okay? Military personnel. They are obedient and they do what they're told. And then, of course, politicians, just perform. Politicians perform. Again, the religion, however, is that hierarchical structure, and the religion also has a sidekick, so to speak, called the dark military, the dark hands, not necessarily dark hands, but the hidden hands, and blah 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 blah. So, what am I rambling about? There's a performance going on right now with the religion. The religious blah blah blah, whoever. And what usually happens is they put on a show for us, and they ramble about how important they think they are. And in most cases, they're doing what they're told. They're not that important. They're not that important when it comes to, the instructions as to what to do, how to do, blah, blah, blah. So now, again, we have a performance going on. Okay, we have a religious, delusional, fanatical, tyrant, not to mention other adjectives to describe this particular person. And it's not just one. I think it's like a total of 4 or 5 of them. Pay attention. It's not just one. It's a total of 4 or 5 of them. And they're, kind of rambling and believing that they're in charge. Everybody's listening to them. That they blah, 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 blah. Usually, those tentacles are the ones that take each other out. Okay? It's very, very rarely that anybody in that tentacle or that hierarchical structure are being taken out by some random person. Okay, usually it happens from within. That's what they do. So, so just kind of think a little bit more clearly and be a little bit more discerning. And not to mention, no one has to know that you're doing this and paying attention, and that you are kind of figuring out, okay, what's really, really going on. Again, the hierarchical structure has religion at its base. The religion is where it all starts, per se, but there's the hidden hands, the, NASA's in there, like I said, the military, especially law enforcement, CIA, all of these so-called clandestine entities are within those tentacles. Okay, but you're always going to get politicians who are usually arrogant, cocky, and dumb as rocks. And I'm sorry to be offending rocks. I really am. So pay attention, because usually they take each other out, especially these oratory, again, cocky, arrogant politicians, because they think they're running the show. So just pay attention. Don't necessarily engage in all of this. Just watch, observe, and learn something from this, and see how you can re-examine your life And make sure you're not acting like a dictator, acting like, you know, a know-it-all, acting like you're an intellectual genius and blah, blah, blah. Just bring yourself down to earth, okay, literally, figuratively, metaphorically, and see if you can figure out what's going on and see how you can kind of get yourself out of all of this and develop the peace that you are asking for. I'm going to send peace and love. And trust me, I will be back.